Hi, it's Will from Gather, and today I'm going to taught you how to use your site diary to give you real-time commercial assurance. So the graphs in front of you look nice and pretty, but what do they actually show? Well, it's about giving you planned and actual comparisons for costs, from labor, and plan hours worked as well, and understand how that relates back to your overall forecast, budgets, and cost allocations. So let's just start with how it's built up. So we get our information from our typical records. So typical records, step 3 in Gather is labor and materials. So we can see here that's built up. As you can see in front of us, we've got our people in here, Nick, Joe, Alex, and Lena, the role that they undertake and their supplier. And this allows us to understand their rate. We've got the shift times as well in step 1. So we know when the shift starts and the duration of the shift. So we know it's a midweek day, a weekend, midweek night, even a bank holiday or special rate. So we can do that same for plant. We've got the suppliers again, we've got the materials being provided, and we've got all that information here. So that gives us our cost of work done for every single shift record. So let's go back to our key insights. An example here is our project overview. So we can see we've got that plan cost. So we've imported our planning, we've forecast what we thought this project's going to cost, and we've got our cumulative actual to date as well. We can filter it by different weeks, but this is the overall project. Digging into the detail, we can see we've got labor and plant as well. So we can see what we plan to spend on labor so far. 90% of the budget through. It's not looking too good. And then plant, we seem to be much, much lower. So yeah, you can start to see where those peaks and troughs are and a lot of differences. You can also do a comparison by hours worked. This is labor and plant together. We can filter it with just labor or plant as well. Again, we're quite far through our planned hours, and yeah, looks a little bit different to what we expected. Going to this graph here, we can start to see the yellow line is our cumulative plan costs, our cumulative actual costs. So yeah, quite interesting there. You might think, oh, we're under budget, but commonly when you see this sort of angle on a curve, you probably see this project's going a lot longer, but you need to dig into it and start to see those spends. We can use WBS's P6 reference to understand cost allocation by package, and that's really useful for us to do. We can start to see where we're spending our money. When I was a QS, what I would have loved is to be able to do kind of a real-time CVR. So I can start to do that here. So let's filter for a particular week. Say week commencing the 20th of November, and we can start to see planned versus actual. We can understand the planned hours, actual hours. We can start to even see the total hours as well. Do the same for plant, so we can start to see that sort of information. Again, we'll choose the same week for our particular plant group. So dumpers, dozers, that sort of things all in there. What I quite like is our cost allocation. So we can start to see our actual costs against our planned cost profile. And we can start to see where we're winning and where we're losing. So yeah, have a look at this. It's available to everyone on the Gather platform. Just make sure you're capturing the labor, plant, materials as we've got here, and then away you go. It's great. Thank you for watching.